So hello everybody, it is Wednesday, so it's time for another misleading chart. And this time we are going to see how you can actually mislead with chart, and in this case with data, by changing the definition of what you're measuring. Let's get started. Okay guys, I showed you last week this chart. It says mass shootings by president. This was a chart that was presented at Truth Stream Media after a shooting in San Bernardino, California. And the title of the chart is "Why Have There Been More Mass Shootings under Obama Than the 4 Previous Presidents Combined?" And then you can see the chart in there. It says Reagan, Bush Sr., Clinton, Bush Jr., and Obama. And you see that Obama has 162 mass shootings. So after it was published, people from the data community started to look at the chart, a little bit puzzled. They actually listed the sources that they use. It is the Mother Jones database on mass shootings and 2 sources from Wikipedia. And they tried to put together the same chart to replicate this. The Mother Jones database on mass shootings reports mass shooting for when it has 4 killings or more on one. What a horrible topic, but anyhow. So what is the problem with the chart? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the construction of the charts. You see the number of mass shootings on the Y, you see the presidents on the X, and then you see the number of mass shootings. So there's nothing wrong with the actual chart itself. The problem is that Truth Stream Media, what they did is that they change the way mass shooting is measured depending on which president they were reporting on. So this is the thing. For President Obama, the definition of mass shooting included domestic murders, while it didn't include it on the other ones. They have an example here. They said, for example, one entry under President Obama lists Irvin Lupo. And Lupo killed his wife and kids in 2009. And this incident was not listed in any of the sources that they listed, neither Mother Jones database or Wikipedia, but they still included it. And they included this kind of domestic violence on the Obama cases, but they did not include it on the other cases. And this is a very nice way to actually skew the data. I don't know if, one way to mislead that we're learning now, that it is to basically change the definition of the KPIs and say that by norm, the number of mass killings is 4 or more. Let's say that you change it to 3, you can check it, you change it to 3, and then suddenly you get a spike where you wanted to get it, and then you report on that. So this is when it gets hard to understand when a chart is misleading you, because you actually have to go to the source and check the data. So I think one learning from this example is that we should all be very careful about charts, reading data, because we definitely do not know how it was created and what was the intention of the purpose of the creation. And that is not only for charts, obviously it's for the news. You see on newspapers the headlines, and sometimes when you go in and read the text, if you actually do read the text, you'll see that there's something else. There's like evening papers that are very good at doing that. So it's not just for charts. The critical thinking, you need to apply it to almost everything in life. But when it comes to charts, charts have some kind of authority. So you see a number, you see a graph, you think, oh, somebody smart did it, so it must be truth. And it is far from it. So be very, very careful. You can read it, you can understand that it's like that, but still you don't need to take it as a fact unless you actually go and check the data. Okay? So, summa summarum, be careful with your charts. Now, I'm going to present the next chart. This actually was shared with me by Celia Alves. She's an Excel MVP. So let's look at it. She will actually help me present it on the next video. We have a really interesting chat, and we will tell you more about that next week. But let me show you a chart first. So I got an email from Celia. She said, hey Ruth, you have to see this, and you might want to use it in your series. And it says, average home prices December in the Great Toronto area. So this is actually something that she took a picture from a newspaper. And you can see, well, you see the chart. So these the average home prices in December for Toronto. So now you go and you tell me if you like the chart, if you think it's misleading in any way, if what do you think of it? I actually didn't thought it was too bad until she and I started discussing. But let's talk about that next week, shall we? Okay. See you on Friday with another Dice Fridays. Not sure what it will be, but hopefully something good. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.